Hey YouTube, it's Alize again with another video. I'm in the car again. I've been making a lot of car videos lately. I don't know why. It's just been really nice out lately. It's spring. It's almost summer, it's almost getting there. I'm just praying that it comes faster. But this video is gonna be about sex, which is a pretty important subject matter. But let's get started with the video. Now, I don't I don't really know, I don't know how to explain this video. I don't really know how to explain this because it's okay, people have their different ideas of sex and when they should have sex and all that good stuff. But sex is a very important subject, and I think there is health classes on sex in middle school, high school, telling you about the diseases and stuff like that, and yeah. But I think a lot of kids nowadays grow up too fast. I really do believe that they grow up too fast, and I believe that, they fall in love too quickly, or they think that they have fallen in love too quickly. And, they basically think that, this is the person I'm going to be with forever. And in some cases that does happen, childhood sweethearts, high school sweethearts, they end up getting married to each other. But in a lot of different scenarios, these guys are just taking these girls' virginities, just to get pussy. And that's the honest truth. Nowadays, that's all they're really doing, is, taking these girls' virginities and, telling them that they love them and all this, and they're going to be there for them and they're going to care for them. But, after they get the pussy, then they go and they have sex with their friend. And then you see, her and the friend start arguing, and then they start fighting over this one guy. And it's really crazy, because at that age, if you're in high school, you're in middle school, under any circumstances should you be fighting over a guy? If you have a really, really hard friendship with somebody that you've known since you were in kindergarten, you should never let a boy get into the way of your friendship ever. Especially really ignorant boy at that, who's willing to fuck your best friend with that. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. And a lot of girls, they're really stubborn, and they don't want to listen to their parents. They don't really talk about their parents about this type of subjects. And I think this is the problem with a lot of teenage pregnancies happening. A lot of unplanned pregnancies are happening today, and a lot of kids are just not thinking, and they don't want to use condoms, and they don't. It's just a lot going on, especially for kids. Kids, a lot of kids' mentalities are just basically a kid's mentality. Especially the boys. The boys think with their penis and not with their head nowadays. And pussy, that's all they really care about. Video games and girls, and that's really how it is with a lot of high school kids and a lot of middle school kids. There's definitely a lot like that with the kids in my school, most definitely. But yeah, that's how a lot of unplanned pregnancies are happening, and that's why you see girls fighting each other, over a guy. And it's just really stupid. It's really stupid because, first of all, you always can't really trust somebody too much. You really can't. It's one thing if they're going to tell you this, that they're going to do this and that, but, let them show you that they're going to do this. Just don't fall for it, so quickly. Don't be stupid, don't be so, so quick to fall in love. I understand that you guys want to fall in love and stuff. And, love is a beautiful thing, but, just never rush it. You're still in school. You have plenty of time, to find that right person. And you will find that right person eventually. You just don't really necessarily have to rush giving yourself up to somebody, giving your all to somebody who really doesn't even care about you and just wants something out of you. Um, and a lot of people are misled, a lot. And it's not even with girls, too. It's with boys, too. There's actually some really good guys in high school, middle school, and, they're really just focused on getting their grades. But, there's a lot of sneaky girls, too. It's the same thing with girls and boys. I'm not even, trying to have one side or another side. It's completely equal. A lot of kids do this, where there's a girl and, she just wants the guy because she thinks that he's attractive, or he has all this money and his parents have all this money, and, she wants to get him for his money, and, he can buy her all these nice things, buy her all these clothes, these jewelry, whatever the case may be, money-wise, and she gets into him and whatnot, and boom, there he goes. He's hooked on to her, now they're in a relationship now. She's basically using him, and she's having sex with his other friend on the side, and then they get into an argument, and then they wind up not being friends, and they wind up fighting over a girl who doesn't give a shit about neither one of them. It's the same scenario with a lot of kids nowadays. It's not just, I'm not just being, one side, with girls, or not just one side with guys. It's the same scenario with a lot of kids nowadays. And, I really think a lot of you kids, are just too worried about love, and you're too worried about sex, and, who's having sex with who, and who's getting pregnant by who, and, who's dating. None of that stuff matters, okay? Really, none of it matters. The only thing that you really should be focused on is, getting an education, trying to better yourself, worrying about your goals, trying to achieve your goals, be worried about your schoolwork, I know that these schools just teach us, a lot of, lies and a lot of bullshit, but, you really just have to, just focus on, achieving your goals, just get out. Don't be that kid that gets left back, that's 16 and still in the 9th grade, just keep doing you, don't worry about these, sneaky ass girls, don't worry about these sneaky ass boys, because at the end of the day, that's really all they're ever going to be if they never grow up and they never realize their mistakes, and they don't realize, how much of, fucking assholes that they're being. So, just keep doing you. Keep doing your schoolwork, because that's really all that matters. And, I know it's hard. I know it's hard because there's a lot of, attractive girls. There's a lot of attractive boys, but looks don't mean nothing. They really don't. They really don't at the end of the day. They really don't. Materialistic things do not matter either. A lot of people pick the person that's better than them. Let me tell you something. Don't pick the better person. Choose the person that makes you better. If you want to have sex with somebody, then go ahead, by all means, have sex with somebody. At least make sure that you protect yourself, because I'm telling you, a lot of you kids, you're going out and you're having sex with this one and that one, and a lot of them have diseases, and then you're getting these diseases, and then you don't even know that you have this disease, and then you're going around and you're sleeping with all these different people, and you don't even know that you have this disease, and you're spreading this disease to other people, and that's not cool. And a lot of you guys don't want to get checked, and you're like scared of hospitals and nurses. You can't do that. You just can't go around, and you just can't go around sleeping with everybody. And actually, people who do have diseases and know that they have diseases that they can't get rid of, for HIV, for example, I see a lot of people, on the news and stuff like that. And actually, there was this one guy on the news. Actually, he was a high school student. He was like 18 years old. He had just turned 18, and he found out that he had contracted HIV. So he went around with all the girls in his school, and he started sleeping around with all of them. And they got HIV, and it's crazy because, just because you have a disease that you can't get rid of, you should not go around, trying to make other people's lives miserable, and trying to kill other people because you have this disease. There's still medicines and stuff for it, but none of this really wouldn't have happened. Like, you wouldn't have contracted this disease if you weren't smart about what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like, if you were smart about what you were doing, this would have not happened. If you weren't so worried about sex, and, if you weren't so, worried about, sticking your penis into someone, or getting on top of someone's dick, none of this would happen. Yeah, but like I said, like, there's a lot of diseases going around on the world, and you just can't be so quick to just sleep with anybody because you don't know what anybody has. I don't care, if people tell you that they're going to be there for you, or, that they're going to die for you. Listen, actions prove everything. Actions prove everything. If this person is here for you through thick and thin, if you can trust this person with everything that you have in you, and you think that they feel the same way about you, and they're showing you all the signs that they love you, and they just want to be here for you, and they want to take care of you, and they sleep next to you, not even touching you, not even grabbing you, not even wanting to have sex, not even thinking about sex while laying next to you, then by all means, you need to keep that person, because there's not a lot of people like that in this world. A lot of people's minds are focused on just sex, just fucking, I think making love is definitely a beautiful thing. And, people just want to fuck, but I think making love is beautiful. Your naked soul should only belong to those who fall in love with your naked soul. So, just don't be so quick to grow up, guys. A lot of you say that, oh, you want to grow up, you want to drink legally so you don't have to keep drinking illegally, you want to finally have a job, you want to finally move out of your parents' house. And that's really good to be independent, but when that actually happens, it's really, really, really hard. And then a lot of you guys fall in hard times, and then you actually end up being homeless. So, don't ever say that you want to grow up. Because me, right now, I'd never want to grow up, honestly. Even though I have a young soul, but I have an old mind. And I know this, but I do not want to grow up, I just still want to just, live in the moment, I miss those days where, I was just, literally a kid, even though I'm still kind of a kid, I'm still kind of growing up, but, back in, when you were, 5, 6, 7 years old, and, you were watching cartoons every Saturday and Sunday mornings, and, you were eating Cocoa Puffs or, Lucky Charms or whatever in the morning, and, you just didn't have a care in the world, and you were outside playing, and you were just full of life, and you were full of laughter, and you were just young, and you looked up at the sky, and it was just so beautiful, and that's all you ever thought about was playing and eating chicken McNuggets. And now you have all these struggles in the world. You have people who you think that's your friends, and they're not really your friends, and they just want something from you. And then you have other people, that say that they want to be here for you and they want to die for you, but then they suddenly disappear out of nowhere, and then you don't, they just keep disrespecting you, and you just keep losing people, you even lose a family member. And it's really hard. And a lot of kids, they grow up in an abusive home, where their parents were arguing a lot. This car just pulled up next to me, and they looked at me like I was crazy, oh my god, why is she talking to her phone? But yeah, a lot of kids grow up in abusive homes or whatnot, and they see their parents arguing every night. And I think as you grow up, you really start to realize a lot more about the world, honestly, and you realize, that you really never wanted to grow up in the first place. And a lot of people really do realize that, because now you have to deal with all this drama, you have to deal with all this negativity going around in the world. And some people still even act like they're a kid, but in a negative way. A lot of people don't want to necessarily grow up. They don't want to have that that really, that smart mentality, Some people just want to be assholes, and they just want to keep judging people and what they do and what they say and what they wear, who they, just a lot of just ignorance. And then I really feel bad for the, the young teens that get pregnant at a young age. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, shout out to the young teens who are actually taking care of their kids, because I'm telling you, a lot of these teenagers do not take care of their kids. They still want to go out and they still want to party and they still want to drink and they still want to sleep around with this one and that one, and that's how they have another child. You're 18 years old already with 3 children. How does that sound? And I'm not going to necessarily sit here and judge you, but I'm just saying, why are you worried about having sex at such a young age? And a lot of kids, who have sex at a young age, they, like I said in my other video, they don't have no type of parents, like, they don't have no type of guidance. They don't have no type of people to tell them, like, this is not the way. You feel me? Like, or, some parents even have sex in front of their children, and they don't think that they're watching, but they are watching. Some kids might even walk into your room, to your bedroom door, see you having sex with their father, and this is what they're used to. This is what they're seeing. This is the type of environment that they're used to seeing. They're used to seeing their parents fight. They're used to seeing their parents have sex. They're used to seeing them drink, smoke, and basically that's how they basically turn out. Then they have all these children, and now they're on welfare, and they don't want to get no type of job, and they just want to be lazy, and they want to sit around all of their lives and expect anything positive to come. You can't do that. By all means, partying isn't necessarily bad. Partying all the time and sitting on your ass is not necessarily bad, but you can't do that forever. You really can't do that. You can't do that forever and expect any positive to come. Nah. See, you have to be willing to want something. If you really want to accomplish your goals, then you have to be really willing. You have to do what it takes. You just have to keep doing you. You just have to keep, overcoming these obstacles that are being put in your life. You just have to keep jumping over them like you're Mario. You feel me? Like, like you're in a game of Mario or something, like, and there's these obstacles, you just have to keep jumping over them. Like, nothing can hurt you, like, nothing can stop you, because I want this, like, nothing more. And that's the type of attitude that you have to have. When you really want something that bad, and you really want to go for something, you have to go for it. Like, there is no tomorrow. Like, there is no tomorrow. You really have to. Because, let me tell you something. There's no telling when we're going to go. There's no telling when we're going to go. People die every day. People don't even wake up every day. And it's sad. It's really sad, because then you guys are over here and you're complaining about, oh my God, my friend is fucking my boyfriend. I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna punch her in her face. I'm gonna fight her after school. Guys, make sure you're there. Make sure you record it. For what? For what? Hey guys, my girlfriend was cheating on me with the homeboy, Daquan. We're gonna jump that nigga after school. We're gonna go shoot up his house. For what? I understand that hurts. I really understand that it might hurt you, because, these are people that, you're supposed to trust. But regardless, it's just life. People are gonna come in and out of your life anytime. And it's sad, but that's just how life is. You just don't never get upset when somebody wants to walk out of your life. I'll hold the door open for you. If you want to walk out of my life, I'll hold the door right open for you. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get sad, because I know that there's somebody else out here who's going to appreciate me and who's going to respect me. I don't need a big group of friends. I don't need to walk down the hallway with a big group of friends, to know that, hey, I'm here, this is my crew, we run shit. I'm not like that, and I don't need to be like that. I don't necessarily want to be a popular, I don't necessarily want to be labeled as popular, because at the end of the day, I am my team. I am my team. A lot of the kids in these groups nowadays, and they're like little crew, little get-together gang, A lot of them are snakes on the low, and a lot of them talk behind their backs on the low. And a lot of them are plotting against them while they don't even know it. And then after they stop talking, they wonder why they don't talk anymore. Because they think that they're better than you. Or, they think that, that just some type of ignorance about you. They think that you're annoying. They think that you really can't hang. They think that you're this. They think that you're that. And it's really sad. It's really sad that a lot of kids are like this nowadays. A lot of kids are losing their virginities faster than they lose their childhood. I just don't understand. I don't understand, guys, why. I really don't understand. I understand, that we do have hormones. I'm gonna be honest, like, we all get horny. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, but, we can control it. We can control it. You have to be very, very aware, and you have to always think. You always have to think before you do actions, okay, this is the person that I want to be with for the rest of my life, okay, so I'm going to give my all to him, I'm going to give my all to her, this is the person that I want to be with, this is the person that I want to have children with, so, this is what I'm going to do. But if this is not the person that you feel really in your heart, that, is you really feel that he's not going to be there for you or she's not going to be there for you, then why are you with this person? Because they can give you something? Because they can give you money? Because they can give you materialistic things? Personality is key. Honesty is key. Faithfulness is key. Honesty is key. If you're really attracted to this person, then hey, that's really great. But I'm telling you, it's all about the soul. It's really all about the soul and what they have in their soul. And what they love about your soul. Not by what they see by you, but even more of what's in your soul. What's inside of you. And that's really what matters. That's really where all the feelings come from, is your soul. Not your heart, your soul. We live in a really bad generation. I can say that. We live in a really bad generation where children don't have no type of guidance anymore. Where their parents don't want to discipline them enough, where their parents are afraid to be their parent and just want to be their friend instead of a parent. You have to be a friend and you also have to be a parent. Don't ever forget that. You're in charge of your child. You're the one that brought this child into this world, so you have to protect them. They're your responsibility now. You just can't let them go out, and you can't let them do this and that, and you can't let them disrespect you. You have to teach them the ways. You have to teach them the right ways so they won't end up a nothing, a nobody. You have to make them like this. And, I understand strict parents. I actually respect a lot of you strict parents. Because a lot of parents don't even care about their kids anymore. They let them have sex in their own houses. And they don't even care. They really don't even care. They let them, just do all types of stuff. All types of nonsense. I'm going to let weed slide because I'm going to let that slide, okay? Because weed is a plant. I'm just saying, all of y'all know that I smoke. Y'all know that I smoke weed, but almost everybody smokes weed. You know, weed is not necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, but the sex and stuff like that, the smoking cigarettes, it's crazy. It's really crazy. That, you know, and a lot of parents, you know, they smoke cigarettes, they drink every day. And, you know, this is what their children see. They curse, and this is what their children see. They curse when their children is like, what, 5, 6 years old. And then their children start to curse in middle school, you know, in elementary school, in high school. All throughout the years of their lives, they start cursing. And then, you know, they start cursing out teachers. Then they start fighting kids, and they even start fighting teachers, and then they get kicked out of school, and then they don't have no type of education. They don't have no type of nothing to get by in this world, because without an education, you can't get by in this world. But I really think that the classes that they teach, they shouldn't really be teaching those type of classes. You know, that's really not the things that we need to be learning. We really need to be learning about sex. We need to be learning about sex on a daily basis. We need to be learning about friendship on a daily basis. We need to be learning about love on a daily basis. We need to be learning about relationships on a daily basis. How to be committed in a relationship, the faithfulness in a relationship. You know, guidance. We need to learn about government, our government, governments all over the world, the world. We need to learn about Jesus Christ, the Lord, God. They don't have no classes like that. They have no classes like that. They have classes that these kids do not need to know. And this is what messes a lot of kids up in life. It's not even the parents. It's the schools too. To be completely honest with you, you know, you can disagree with me if you want, but it's the truth. It's nothing but the hard truth. These children don't need to know stuff like that. They need to know the real stuff about the world, you know, how to, you know, get by in the world. But, yeah. You know, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. Don't grow up too fast. Don't ever want to grow up too fast. Your parents love you, and they discipline you as hard as they can nowadays. Well, some parents nowadays, they discipline you as hard as they can because they love you and they care about you, and they don't want you to go out into the world, you know, somebody who doesn't know nothing, who wasn't taught nothing. You know, don't have sex at a young age, because I'm telling you, it's really not worth it. It's really not worth it. Look at all these examples of these young girls out here on the streets, you know, pushing baby strollers, beating their kids in the stores publicly, and it's even a newborn, and you're yelling and you're cursing at your newborn in the store. Then that child automatically becomes a reflect of that parent, and then they have a child at a young age. It's an ongoing cycle. It's just an ongoing cycle, and it's going to keep going like that. If we don't do nothing about it, it's going to keep going on like that. We really need to be here for each other. We really do. Because it has to stop. We live in a messed up world. And the only way that we're going to get by is if we seek knowledge and we seek for the right things. If we seek for righteousness, if we seek for the love in the sky. And when I mean love in the sky, I mean the man in the heavens, you know, shining the light down on us. If you ever see a rainbow in the sky, that's God telling you you know, that this is his way from heaven, and this is his way coming back from earth. Heaven to earth, earth to heaven. You can also read that in the Bible. I think it was Luke. I'm not pretty sure. I don't remember the correct number of the verse, but it was in the Bible. You know, he puts rainbows in the skies, you know, to put his connection through heaven and earth. But take this video into heart, guys. Share it, like it, dislike it. I don't know, but God bless you all. Really, God bless you all. And, you know, if any of you guys need somebody to talk to, you know, I'm always here. I'm always up late. I stay up really late. I honestly don't really like sleeping, to be honest with you. You know, I really like to just be up, and I like to just observe stuff. I like to observe the world, and I just like to, you know, get lost in my thoughts. And I just like to listen to music sometimes. I like my music so loud sometimes that I can't even hear my thoughts. So, you know, if you ever need something, if you ever need somebody to talk to, you know, just someone to talk to about your problems, life situations. You know, I'm on Facebook, Alize Pearson. My Instagram is at MaryJaneGirl00. I won't get my phone number out on here, though. You know, if you talk to me, you add me or whatever, you know, we start talking, then I might give you my phone number. But, you know, if you guys ever need to talk, then, you know, I'm always here. I'll listen to you. I'll listen to what you have to say, and I'll make sure that I can help you in whatever possible way that I can. Because I love you guys. I love all of you. Even the ones that are lost, I still love you guys. Even the ones that, you know, are for Satan, I still love you guys. Because your soul doesn't belong to Satan. Your soul belongs to God. So, God bless you all, and, you know, have a good day.